Test numero uno. Welcome. Look, I don't know how else to do it. I'm trying something new. Don't get me wrong. I like, I think this will work. I think this will work. I'm not even gonna hold you. Uh, for three reasons. All right, we back at it. Now, I believe these videos right here are going to work because one, you get to rewind, you get to pause, you get to Google all from the comfort of your phone. Okay? You can understand me clearer. Uh, two, it's going to build a passage of communication from me to you. Um, I'm not gonna stop trying to get this shit through your heads until I roll over and die. That's literally my job. Okay? So, we're gonna try new things. We're gonna do new things. We're not gonna be afraid to do new things. We are going to build the confidence in you to do new things and stand behind it. Okay? Now, this is a journey. Okay? You guys don't understand too much what a journey actually is because, shoot, for a lot of you, this is your first journey. Uh, Journeys are forever. So, if you ever feel as an artist that you stop learning, that you stop seeking knowledge, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. That means your journey has stopped. Your journey has came to a halt. A man who knows everything knows nothing at all. You never stop learning. It's never going to stop. But you guys are just starting. Okay? You guys are just starting and I can't lie, it's scary as hell. It's getting scary out there. All right? You guys are starting but y'all just don't. I can see it on y'all faces. Y'all are confused. Y'all are just confused as hell. So with these videos, I hope to clear up some of that confusion that you have going on as an artist. Okay? Because you deserve to know. Roses, roses. Ooh, never thought I would be without you. I wish you well. I wish you roses while you can still smell. Topic. Let's get there. The first topic that we're gonna start this with off with. All right. We need to teach y'all how to see. Y'all see tattoos. Y'all see it very, very, very differently. Now I firmly believe this is only because you guys don't know. Y'all just don't know what you're looking at, and it starts with art. It starts with art. You can't skip it. You can't deny it. You can't fold on it. All right. You got to pick up a utensil. You have to pick up a pen, a paper. You have to. Um, I understand it's hard. A tattoo lifestyle, a tattoo artist's lifestyle in general is hard to understand, hard to grasp. You're getting money, you're getting it. You feel me? Hey, I just made this much this week. That must mean I'm doing something right. Shit, I'm making more than my parents. That mean I'm doing something right. You're not wrong, but two things can be true at once. Okay, you're making the money, but you're not going nowhere. You're not going anywhere. What the fuck? Like, what do you want to do? Just become a money hoarder? Save all the money until what? Until you need it and then you spend it. Now it's gone. The money doesn't matter. Money is a tool. Money comes, money goes. You spend money to eat. You spend money to sleep. You spend money. It's a tool to get something that you need, whatever that may mean to you. Now, keep in mind, since money is so tangible, since money is so, you could get that shit anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Money can be taken from you. Money can be given to you. Money can be stolen from you. Money can be finessed out of you. Money is tangible. It's not something that's here to stay. Uh Now, with that knowledge and that being said, what is something that is not so tangible? What is something that's not so tangible? Your mind. Once something is in your mind, nobody can take it away from you. Once something is in your mind, it cannot disappear. You can suppress it as much as you want to suppress it. You can, man, the government are trying to figure out mind control right now. They're trying to figure out how to get in here. They're trying to figure out how to get in here. Because once you know, it can't go away. Knowledge is forever. Knowledge is power. Money is not. Money is tangible. Tangible. Money is, you can get it. You can get it anywhere, 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 anyhow. Money don't matter. Okay? You're going to get the money. You're a tattoo artist. You're going to get the money. The fuck? Now, with that being said, we're going to teach you how to see. We need to teach you how to see. Uh, that's a very hard promise. Okay, that's a very hard promise because it starts with you. I can't force you to pick up a pen and a paper. A pen and a paper is anywhere around you. You can pick up a pen and a paper like I'm about to do right now. You need a start. You need to start the journey. If you The longer and longer you sit there, the longer and longer you tattoo, the longer and longer you get into that money mindset, the the more you have to make up. Okay? You're gonna have to make up a lot. Okay? So let's start so we can get somewhere. Alright, you guys. Let's talk about the tools that you need. Okay? The tools that you need to become the greatest artist your family's ever seen. To become the greatest artist ever. To just be great, nigga. Damn. This how we about to do it, okay? Niggas need to know how to see. Now, keep in mind, you guys are looking at these tattoos, you guys are doing these tattoos, but you guys don't necessarily know what you're doing. Not to say that it doesn't look good. It would just be a lot more easier if you knew what you were looking at. Now it's a little harder for you guys because you guys follow a stencil. So this is how we do not follow a stencil. Now, all you need is a pen. Look at this pen. Pen, ballpoint, regular, black, easy, paper, copy paper, 8 by 12 copy paper. Okay, you could really use anything. You just need to know. Now when I draw, sometimes I hold the pen a little. You don't want to choke it. You don't want to choke the pen. You want to have some type of looseness to it. You want to have some type of freeness with your wrist. So you don't always gotta choke that bitch. Okay, retract, retract. Oh, my pen's a little shitty. Hold on. Cool. Can y'all see that? All right, cool. All right. Now, you're probably wondering what the fuck do you need this stapler for? This stapler is what would be your reference. Now, little do you know, all references come from something. All references come from actual life. So I have an actual stapler. The roses that you do came from an actual rose. Now, we're not about to copy this rose and do it as real as possible. If you wanted to do that, take a picture, bitch. Take a picture, bitch. What the fuck am I about to draw this shit for if you want this shit to look as real as possible? Go actually get you a stapler, bitch. Go get you an actual stapler if you want that shit to look so real and hold it close to you. Like, that's not the point of art. The point of art isn't to copy something as detailed as possible. No, no, you're losing it. You're losing it. Art is subjective. You're supposed to have a style. Now, this is how we're about to get the style. I'm looking at the stapler and I want to draw this stapler out a little bit. But this stapler is built out of shapes. The shape here, what do you call this? What do you closely call this? This is like a rectangular shape. Let me just draw this rectangular shape. So I see right here it has this little line. It has this little line. So I'm about to go with that little line right there. I'm gonna just start with the line. Is this about the right good? Alright. I'm about to start with just a line. Now I see that it goes elongated. There's a really long line here. There's a really long line here. So I'm gonna go and follow that really long line. I'm gonna go and follow that really long line. Now this line kind of goes a little. This line kind of goes a little. I'm gonna put that a little bit right there, and then there's a little, to make that. Boom. Hold on. What the fuck is that? That's just another line. I'm about to do that shit, and I'm gonna copy these lines instead. I get what I want. Now I see there's like a little indent in that stapler, you know? Cool. Now I see there's a little bow. Now you see where I'm getting at? This whole thing is a shape. This whole thing is just a shape. You see that box where the little squigglies are at? I'm gonna do little squigglies because I don't really care because I'm on paper. I'm on paper, and this is a fucking pen. I don't give a damn. Well, this is a. Sorry about the interruption. I'm seeing my girlfriend today. I'm actually very excited about that. Preparing for it. Debbie, you're gonna see this. I love you. I love you. This stapler is built up of literal shapes. Oh, bitch. of literal shapes. I don't have a lot of time to do this shit. Okay, I do not have a lot of time to do this shit. But it's life changing when you're able to figure out, when you're able to look at things differently. Like, you're not gonna, let's say there's like a bicycle sitting next to a fucking fence or something, and it's been there kind of a long time. uh you'll look at that bike a little differently. You would look at the rust on the bike and look at the color of that rust on the bike and identify that color as a auburn orange. You would look at that bike and see, damn, the way that the blue is kind of fading into that orange, and that you looking at it different. When you're looking through Lowe's or Home Depot, you're gonna start looking at the flowers totally different. You're looking at how the flower is shaped. You're looking at how the petals of that flower is coming together to actually make that flower. And then through that, there's no way that you can say God is not real. Now, when you start to see things differently, fuck, I keep having to pause and come back, but fuck it, you know. When you start to see things differently, when you start to actually experience art, when you're actually looking at that flower and you're not just looking at that flower anymore, you're looking at the shapes that built the flower's petals. You're looking at the shape of that actual flower and how it became a flower. And then when you're starting to notice this shit is not just a flower, it's God. It's literally God through art. Through art, you can find that. Art is math, art is science, art is the space time continuum. Okay? Now, look at my stapler. Does it look exactly like the fuck ass stapler, the real ass stapler? No. But there's a style to this stapler because I'm I'm just going freely. I'm just going freely. I'm not having too much of a care as to what, as long as this could just look like a stapler, as long as it can identify as a stapler, then I have achieved stapler. Okay? But that starts with looking at this stapler as a shape first. You need to look at the stapler as a shape first. Rectangle. Rectangle. This is kind of like a what? This is kind of like a triangle that builds this right here. This is kind of like a. This is basically another fucking rectangle, but it looks like a little Twinkie bar instead. You know, it has those little slight slanted edges. Look at the stapler. Look at this is like a very long triangular shape. It starts with shapes. Now, have you ever seen niggas? Hold on, let me show you. You ever seen niggas go with a circle? They're about to do a fucking circle, and then they're about to, shade it in on this side, and get that shit shaded in, so they could get the. They're trying to grasp how a shape works. So when you see people and they're drawing an apple, when you see people and they're drawing an apple and they're trying to make the apple look like apple, they're starting with a circle first, and then they make hold on, because I'm cooking. They're starting with a shape first. The apple is actually a fucking circle. Shapes is how things start. Shapes is how things take form. You have to take form, but you have to take it with a shape. Look at it. Look at what is that stem? That stem is a cylinder. That stem is a cylinder. Now it's not flat shapes. It's not flat shapes, but you can practice just by practicing. That's a nose. This is a nose. That's how a nose starts. Let me show you. Alright. That's the bridge of your nose right there. Now, that's the bridge of your nose right there. That's the bridge of your shit. It starts as a shape first. It starts as a shape first. So, just did all this with a fucking pen and paper. It's bullshit. Look at this. It's bullshit. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter here. It doesn't matter here. But it matters when you get on a client. It matters. It matters. Okay? Now, all right, y'all boys. Today's topic was shapes. Okay? Today's topic was shapes. I'm going to try to keep these videos up every week for as long as I keep liking y'all. All right? Because you need it. You need it, man. You need to start drawing. You need to start drawing. Through drawing, you're going to build your confidence. You're going to build your fucking mind. You're going to build your life. It's going to start your life. I kid you not. Just by picking up that pen. Just by picking up that pen. It'll blow your mind. I kid you not. But shapes. 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 Get into it. Everything is built off of a shape. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. I can identify the shape behind me right now, nigga. Look at that. Look at that 803 ink sign. Look at that 80. That's a square, nigga. The fuck? Like that's a square. Fuck. That's a square. So when you start to identify shapes, you're gonna start looking at it very differently. Okay? I gotta go. I got shit to do. Shapes, nigga. Shapes.